As part of a project called Exploring Your Jewish Roots in Germany, the city of Frankfurt has invited 40 Jews from around the world to track their ancestors in Frankfurt and then find clues about their lives here.
It's a program for the former inhabitants of Frankfurt that were kicked out of the city during the Nazi time, and what's new now for their children and the grandchildren. So we want to keep the contact to this family and to show them that it's still a city where there's a Jewish tradition and Jewish influence and Jewish cultural and social networking useful and normal.
The central question of our time is the battle between memory and forgetting. I think it's essential to know where we came from, because not only to define ourselves as people, as human beings, but also because the occurrences of the Nazi era are susceptible of repetition, perhaps not in the same form, perhaps in a different form, and that's the importance of forgetting.
In 1933, nearly 30,000 Jews lived in Frankfurt, making the city the second largest Jewish community in Germany. As soon as the Nazis rose to power in January 1933, the Jews of Frankfurt, like Jews all over Germany, were subjected to discrimination and persecution. Only a few far-sighted people left Germany and moved to another country, as if an alarm bell had sounded. Thousands were murdered in the Holocaust.
Our parents didn't talk about the war for many years, and some information we got because the Eichmann trial, and then we started to read by ourselves. Only when we got to adulthood that we joined our parents and their friends' meetings, we started to hear stories. And the stories, of course, are sketchy.
Most of the people tracing their Jewish roots in Frankfurt find stories with heartbreaking gaps as families were split apart by immigration and the horrors of the Holocaust. And records of birth, marriage, and death are often missing or deliberately destroyed. Many families were divided and many others lost or left behind, so that each piece you find is precious.
We want to flourish, we want to grow, and we are looking where those roots are, where did we start, how did we come to be who we are, and it's very confusing, and we want to understand it.
I think that it's very, very special that after the 200 years that I come here, my race are here, and after 200 years I am come back and say to them, I here for not only remember to do what you want me to do and keep the way that you say to me to do.
For 1 week, the visitors to Frankfurt, invited to track down their Jewish roots, have become family history detectives wandering all over the city. Today, they gather here at City Hall to share experiences and meet with the mayor, Peter Feldman, himself an offspring of a Frankfurt Jewish family. Wilson Ruiz for Jewish News 1 in Frankfurt, Germany.